Welcome back, everybody. We've got a video today on dietary protein intake. And because a lot of people watch our videos on the full fiber diet, link in the description below, eating full fiber whole plant foods and how much that benefits us physically, mentally, longevity of lifespan, reduction of disease risk. But then you get the question, well, bro, where are you going to get your protein from then if you're eating plant food instead of eating flesh food? And the answer is simple, and it is every single amino acid that we need, essential amino acids that form and comprise proteins that our body puts together to build us and make our bodies run. Every single essential amino acid comes from plants. The animals that eat the plants and then people eat the animals got their proteins from eating the plants to begin with. So we're getting those proteins secondhand if we eat the animals. Daniel, in the book of Daniel, in chapter 1 in your Bible, he and his 3 friends were in the court of the king, and they ate only whole plant foods and came out looking stronger and thinking better. They had more wisdom and more health in their appearance. And modern research bears this out as well. And the quantity of protein that we need to take into our bodies is something that has been under revision over time. Some people who bring up the protein objection to a plant diet, they're coming back from sort of that post-World War II generation where it was eating enormous amounts of protein is so important. But look at these stats of how the protein recommendations have dropped over time. In that post-war era, there were like 13% of your dietary intake needs to come from protein, and then way revised down by the 70s. So kind of the protein hype needs to cool it and calm down a little bit. And it's virtually impossible to be protein deficient while not starving yourself. So just don't need to worry about, am I getting enough protein? If you're getting enough to eat and you're not wasting away, then you know that you are getting enough protein. And of course, there are adverse effects associated with protein intake above the recommended dietary allowance for adults. And I remember a few years ago also, there was a real big emphasis on you've got to eat foods that contain the complete protein, not an incomplete protein. Okay, back to your science class. A protein sequence is comprised of individual component parts called amino acids. And certain foods contain complete proteins. Quinoa is one of those. That's great. It has every amino acid all in one food. But do you have to eat complete proteins in order for your body to get all the amino acids and the protein that you need? Absolutely not. Think about it this way. If you're eating foods A, B, and C, let's say black beans, corn, and wheat, those 3 foods alone contain every essential amino acid that you need, so your body will take them in and form them together into protein chains as needed to make you and make you function. If you're like, okay, it's got to be complete protein, so you're going, well, I got to get the meat, I got to get, I eat my red meat. Well, all your body does is it takes those complete protein chains and breaks them down into their component amino acid parts in your stomach and small intestine, because your body doesn't digest complete proteins. So it first breaks it down, and then you've got all those individual amino acids swimming around inside your body, and then your body rebuilds it into proteins. So you don't have to take the food in as complete proteins in order to get all the amino acids that your body will make proteins out of. So you got it there. Quantity of protein has been revised down. You're not going to be protein deficient if you are not starving. And then the complete protein thing is just a bunch of hype. Just make sure you're eating a variety of plant foods, and you will get all 9 of those essential amino acids in your nutritious and varied whole plant food diet. Give it a try. Post in the comments if 10 days after trying this you feel worse and you feel sluggish and you feel depressed. Nope. Watch the carbo challenge video. People in our experiment subsisted almost entirely, entirely and solely for 10 days on high carb foods and felt amazing. This attack on carbohydrates has got to go. Whole plant foods, full fiber, whole grains, not refined anything, not refined carbs, not refined fat in the form of oil, not refined sugar. Animals refine the food when they eat it, and you eat refined protein and fat in the form of that animal or egg or butter or cheese. So give it a try. Post in the comments how you feel after 10 days on the full fiber plan.